Welcome back to Wolf Guitars and Gear, where we help you get fat tones from a skinny wallet. Last week, we took a quick look at the Fractal FM3 and some of the reasons why I decided to get it. But one of the questions that a lot of people have when looking at these types of things, particularly if you're used to a traditional pedal board, is how easy is this to use? So that's exactly what we're going to be looking at today. We'll take a quick look at the editor, which is great because you're able to just drag and drop each type of effect right where you want to put it in a chain, then connect the dots to wire it all together. You could put that whole pedal board together in about 30 seconds, whereas it could take you hours to wire a actual pedal board together and have it all done right. And you have to pay attention to all your voltages and everything else. It can get kind of complicated, but super simple to do it in the Fractal because it's all obviously digital and you don't have to pay attention to some of those details. Then we'll kind of also take a moment and show you exactly how you can navigate through the different effects and the different scenes, as they call it. Basically, if you're to understand the Fractal world, you have a preset. And so your preset is going to be kind of the global setting for a particular amp type, let's say. And then within that preset, you'll have up to 8 scenes. And each scene can be various different setups of different effects being turned on and off, different gain levels on the amp. But then we're also going to kind of show you, like I said, with different foot switch options there, with the foot controller 12, the FC12, how that pairs up with the FM3 for what they call the OMG 15 setup. And then also how you can just use just the 3 buttons that exist on the front of the FM3 to navigate, to get through all the different things that you need to as well. Other than scenes, the other thing is that you can also dive down one level deeper and turn on and off individual effects. So we're going to show you how to do all of that, so stay tuned. Here is the FM3 editor on my laptop. As you can see, there's different blocks here that you can set up in compressor, volume, amp, cab, EQ, chorus, got a delay, a stereo enhancer, reverb, another reverb, and an out. You can set up parallel, you can set up however you want, because you can use any of these blocks in here, as long as you don't exceed the CPU capability to keep processing it. And so these blocks can literally be anything you want. On each one of these, as you can see here, it has 4 channels, A, B, C, and D, and each one of those could be a different setting. So for example, on the amps, this one here is a Morgan AC20, which is a very cool Vox flavor. If you wanted to, you could theoretically have like a Fender clean, a Vox clean, you could have a Plexi style lead channel on there, and then you could have something else, I don't know, maybe like a Mesa or a 5150 for a lead on there. There's over 250 amps to choose from in here, everything from Friedman's, Dumbles, you name it, Trainwreck, all sorts of really cool amps that are in here that are available. There's also literally hundreds of different IRs and cab options you can choose. I will say that the reverbs and the delays in this thing are just phenomenal, and the ability to set them up as evidenced here with the stereo options and with the parallel or series modes is extremely cool. So definitely a ton you can do there, very tweakable. Okay, so here we see the FM3 paired up with the FC12, which is just a 12-button control switch that's external. It just connects with a regular XLR cable to the FM3, and as you can see, I've got 3 buttons there on the FM3. The green controlling your presets, red controlling your scenes, and then blue controlling each individual effect. So as you can see right now, I have the FC12 set up to where it has all green. So right now it's on preset mode. It gives you 10 different presets that you can select between, and then I've got these orange ones over here where I can bank up or down to get to all the available presets on there, 10 at a time. So pretty quick access there. And then if I hit that, you'll notice that it switches over to 8 red buttons. And so that corresponds to each of the 8 different scenes that are available. And each one is a different sound. So I have it set up with very different levels of gain and, you know, different effects on and off, so you can hit one button and switch multiple effects at one time. As you can see, I have the flashing button here, which is a tap tempo. I have, you know, a delay and then a mod set up so that you have quick access if you just wanted to add that onto an existing sound without changing a whole preset. And then I do have the tuner in the top right, so you have quick access to that. Very cool. And then, like I said, if I were to go ahead and hit the effects button, now it switches over to effects mode, and each one of those is an individual effect that I could turn on and off in addition to what's already set up on the presets. So very cool, very handy with the OMG15 setup. So here's the FM3 without the extra controller. As you can see, we just have the 3 onboard buttons. And this is in the master layout. Once again, we've got the presets here, we've got the scenes with the red, and we've got the effects with the blue. I apologize, you can't really read the settings here, but how this works, let's say I want to choose a different preset. Just hit that. Now, as you can see, I've got 3 different presets there that I can choose from. So I'm going to switch to this one here, which is my matchless DC30. And now I want to get back and look at my scenes. So I'm going to go to the center button, hold it down, it takes you back to master layout. So then I can hit scenes. As you can see, they all turn red. Oh, but wait a minute, I want to get to scene 8. This only goes at 3. How am I going to get there? So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to touch and hold, and it's going to cycle up to the next 3. Do it again, cycles up. There you go. Now I'm on number 8 of my presets. But I want to get back to my individual effects. So hold that center one down again, back to master layout. Go over here to the blue ones. These are now 3 different drives I can choose to kick on. Once again, if I wanted to cycle up, hold that down. So that's simple. You can get around anything you need just with those 3 buttons by touching and holding and scrolling by holding the ones on the ends. So very intuitive, very cool to work with. Highly recommend. Well, that's it for this week on Wolf Guitars and Gear. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot. Hopefully that takes out some of the fear of the learning curve with some of these new digital modelers. It's really not as hard as it seems, and you can do a lot of really cool things really quickly. And that's one of the things I love about this Fractal unit, is just how easy and quick it is to get great sounds that you can use right away. So we'll see you next time here on Wolf Guitars and Gear. Make sure you get in the comments and let me know what you think, whether this has been helpful for you, if this maybe takes out some of the fear factor, if it's something that you're considering doing in the future. And if so, let us know which modeler you're looking at seriously. Obviously, I chose a Fractal, but maybe that's not right for you. Maybe you're a Helix guy, or maybe you're into the Kemper or the Quad Cortex. Who knows? Maybe there's something else out there. Maybe even a Head Rush, or the Moore has a lot of great modelers out there too, in kind of more of a budget realm. So that's the one thing that's kind of amazing, is just seeing how far the guitar world's come in such a short time. That it's really a great time to be alive. There's so many great products out there, more now than there's ever been. So once again, thanks for sticking around. Thanks to all the new subscribers. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you get all future episodes just as soon as they're uploaded. Thanks.